No,
I must admit,
it
I am
landed.
enjoying listening to this.
Why
It landed, but it landed on air. It's not landing on the ground, but it's done.
What
It's turned off
the
the
fuck?
thrusters, so...
Okay, well, I'm just going to go to my ship, I guess. And let's hope it's not under attack anymore.
Well, I hit it, but...
Okay, I will
just hit
find you and I will kill you.
Can't
Or
kill
rather,
me.
I will remove your telepresence or something.
You could
along
hit
those lines.
my fighter if you want. I don't know.
Yes, I will.
Andreas is on top of your ship, but your ship is on top of nothing. It's on top of invisible nothing. And the ground's like
That's
Wait,
just
15,
nice.
20 meters below it.
How is that possible that Beluga, my ship is on the system that is here with the station, and it's shown on the galaxy map that I have parked here.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
doing that with
right
everybody.
over here.
It
My
says the same
game
thing.
just sent me to desktop and I couldn't control my file.
Rip.
Time to go
ran
too
in
fast and destroy
some
my
code.
SFU. Well, let's hope I don't, but I probably will.
Uh-oh, my main ship has deployed hardpoints. Why?
Because you're under attack, I guess.
Hello.
Hey. Hey, Dragox.
I mean, I don't have any weapons, so it's not a big deal, but...
Yeah, oh no,
We're
my
being
empty
hailed.
hard points are deploying. What do we do now?
Well, it's a discovery scanner. That's what's being deployed.
Yeah, okay. Oh no, I will discover everyone to death.
It might be because you ordered it to hold position, then it draws the weapons.
I'm just parking now.
Well, my ship is on ground for me, so I don't know what you were talking about.
Not in my screen, it's up above the ground.
Okay, just delete things then, I guess.
.jpg.
Yes. .gif or GIF or whatever you want to pronounce it, but no matter how you pronounce it, your pronunciation is incorrect.
Really covering
Because
all the
it
options
should
there.
actually .spliff.
Why? That's BMP.
Bitmap?
Yes.
I get to spend 5 minutes trying to land a Type 10.
Oh, Blade, I almost flew into you with my SRV. Did you see that?
Well, I saw a fighter I thought went underneath me as I was landing, but...
Yeah, and
Yeah,
there's
it
an
was
SRV in front of you as well now.
Oh, I can't see you. You're
It
not on
was
my
mine.
radar, but I can see you physically.
This annoying black fighter is mine.
I'm gonna try to land here, but it'll tell me I can land and everything's good, and it still won't land.
Holy
because
shit,
that's
I'm
what the Type
glitching
10
into
did.
another ship. Amazing. Thanks.
How?
I glitched into the cockpit with my own ship.
Are you parked in it now?
No, I flew into it. I rammed it, and my ship decided it wanted to be in the other cockpit. Nice.
I think there's something messed up with the way you're connected to the internet.
I think Elite is messed up, but hey.
Well, that too. Probably both, actually.
What the?
I don't understand its purpose. I don't know. It's just that it seems like it's
Great landing,
not as good as a
nothing wrong
cutter
with it.
or an anaconda. So why? Just why?
Sorry,
Yeah.
my Windows just crazy. It sent me to the desktop that time now. And I lose my control of ship. It sucks.
And then there's this landing thing. I still haven't seen one thing where it changed color so I can land. How long have I been trying to land?
Okay, a kind of pillar thing came up out the ground here. Do I do anything with that or just run away from it?
If it has a glowy
yeah,
thing
yeah,
at the
it-
top, you shoot it.
No,
Where are
you
you?
eat it.
You and the
Eat
T10?
everything.
No glow.
But they probably already took the glowy thing.
You know, it's like it's the planet's dick. Probably. And if we should find another planet.
Planet's dick.
and-
How friendly are we feeling then?
You and the T10, are you heading for the ruins?
But you know, we should just, you know, find a nice match for the planet so it can reproduce. But no, everyone is taking pictures of its dick. That's not very nice now, is it?
This Type
You're
10 is going
crazy.
to land on top of me.
What are you in?
A diamondback.
I see nothing in my radar
I see
below
you.
me. There's nothing below me.
Please.
No, it
Again.
is on my screen. It is descending and it is go. Oh wait, no.
Holy
no,
shit, I just
metal
lit
ray.
through an entire ship.
I just lost light in game. It was all dark. It was.
Oh, I actually got a thing. I got a different color for once.
I just glitched through
Wow,
the
I just missed you.
Diamondback. Okay, the Diamondback was just launched.
And I blew up.
I was inside you.
Yes, that's me. I saw you.
Yes, I was literally inside you. What the
You
fuck?
didn't
that
even
was-
buy me lunch first.
You beat me
No,
to that
that's
joke by like
first.
3 seconds.
I did it. I landed.
Can you stop
I
doing that?
glitched through your cockpit. Again. Nice one, Elite. Ablative, you're in a type something that looks like a 10. Is it a type 10?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
nice.
mean,
It looks
Probably
like a
seen.
type 9 too, but that may just be because they look
Well,
similar.
it's got a very big spoiler on it, so that's not
Yeah,
functional
spoiler
at all.
alert.
Apparently it does not allow me to ride...
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, by the way, I didn't even take damage for glitching through your ship. That was very nice.
Well, I was flying, in my fighter, I was flying through James the Fox's Anaconda.
And suddenly I just have 2%
All the
hull
time.
damage and my shields are down. How? I didn't even get shot at. Didn't hit anything. Nice one, Elite.
This Anaconda must be running really cold. Because I cannot scan it until I'm like basically spitting distance from it.
Which Anaconda?
Oh, I'm inside the ground now.
The one belonging to
Nice.
Commander Kurokin.
I'm inside an SRV. Ablative, I'm inside you.
Well, I'm inside the ground, so you have to be inside the ground too.
No, I'm not inside the ground. You're above the ground for me.
I
think
actually,
Elite is
Ablative,
being a bit fucked up.
I think if you're the only one seeing people like at the wrong positions relative to the ground might be wrong on your screen.
Strange. But I landed fine. Is my Type 10 above the
Yeah,
ground?
it's
Is my Type
just
10?
on the
Your
no,
Type
it's on
10
the
is
ground.
like
It's
perfectly
fine.
flush with the ground. It's fine.
Yeah, on my screen is perfectly on the ground too. So how
Time
is
to
that
recharge
happening?
my shields, actually.
Okay, so there's rocks inside the ground that you can't see from the surface, and there's rocks floating above the ground for me too. Both. That's
You might
that's a
want-
neat.
That
trick.
sounds like something's wrong on your side, yeah?
I'm not sure.
Okay, guys. It's
Oh,
Even
yeah.
Wolf, I'm repairing your ship.
It's been fun, but I'm gonna start getting to the next waypoint.
Yeah, we should probably leave early because this could be a long ways.
How far is the next one?
3,500.
3,000 light years.
Yeah.
And
takes
when
about
is
not
the
so bad.
next meetup?
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Easy. I was starting expedition yesterday, and I'm here now.
Well, I just do it all at once. The trip. I don't take the 2 days.
Same to
Oh, it's a black hole.
So that's gonna take me like 3 hours probably. Since I actually scanned some stuff.
Just junking. It should only take about an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna be scanning though. I'll scan the stars that aren't tagged, and I'll scan Earth-like and water worlds.
Fly safe, commanders.
play safe, yeah.
Same
Too
to you.
Yes.
Fly safe.
Fly safe. Why can't I enter my Type 10? Oh wait, this is Ablative. Well, Your Type 10 is mine now, I'm afraid.
You could have it after I get to Colonia. I'm not going to use it.
I'm not going to use it either. I mean, is it even possible to transfer ships?
No, of course not.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I mean. And it's
It would
not
be
like...
nice.
Yes, that would be very nice, but it'll also
But you
be
can
cheater
sell your
prone.
second-hand, fully engineered ships.
Wait, who would sell an engineered ship? Not me.
Neither
Well,
would I.
I would.
No, I take the modules out at least.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I am taking the FSD out of this because I want it for my cutter. Even though my cutters isn't bad, but this is better, FSD. And the cutter is actually a useful ship.
Yeah, I only have the Anaconda, a Type 9, and a... What do I have? Further on.
Blade, if you just glitched through me on top of me while I was pushing you. And I'm still pushing you, but now it's... You look quite laggy.
I don't see anything wrong. I don't have any frame lag. I don't have any lag at all.
No, I mean as in like internet lag, not frame lag.
Yeah, but everything looks fine on my screen.
Rubber banding.
From my perspective, you look like Destruction Derby.
Like, I can see people moving in their fighters and stuff. Everything looks fine.
Can I join? Can I join?
Are you in a fighter? Oh no,
I'm
you're
in
in
a
an
fighter.
SFV.
I am a fighter, but I see no other fighters.
Yeah, time to get going.
Yeah, I think I'm leaving early too. I'm gonna get there eventually.
65 jumps. Oh,
I think the repair limits are a bit slow. I'm repairing a Demon Wolf's ship.
Hey guys, no shooting. Oh.
I'm in the Anaconda and I want to play as well.
Who's right here above me in the Anaconda?
Fighter.
That's me.
Fighter was
That's
fine.
me. Don't shoot my shields.
I'm making your shields plasma resistant. So they won't break from plasma ever again. It's how physics works, you know?
Well, unfortunately, my ship's only about 30 light-year jumps. I just looked, it's 126 jumps, so I think I'm going to get started.
For me, it's like one.
Is that the next waypoint?
Yeah, the one in space.
For me it was 125 jumps as well, and I already started.
I'm just heading to that base to hand in my data, then I'll probably get started. I don't know how many it's going to be for me.
Well, I could have done that. But I'm already 10 jumps on the way or something.
46 light year range, so we'll see.
Might be like 70 something for you.
I take it you guys are using neutron boosts?
No, nope. I'm not.
No, yes.
Actually,
I'm not too.
Dark, I was using them up till yesterday. Last night I got halfway to here, and something went horribly wrong, and everything went down to about 50%. And then I started getting my FSD malfunction, and I'd have to wait about every second jump. Scared the heck out of me, so I haven't used them since.
This is why I'm packing repair limpets and 2 AFMUs.
AFMUs, yeah, that's what I have.
Same here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and I usually carry those when I'm out solo exploring, but for some reason I decided not to.
I mean, there's a lot of stations.
It's a short
so-
trip.
Relatively, I guess it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done this to Colonia when there were
Engage
0
Super Cruise.
stations. Yeah, I had an AFMU
With
then.
full loads of
Engage Super
things.
Cruise.
Yep, I was fully
Guides.
loaded in the cutter too.
Full
Oh, and
impulse.
the cutter. That was probably pretty harsh.
It was 26 light years, but
Well, I've heard about somebody. They posted on Facebook. They said they're going to make the journey from the bubble to Sag A in an unmodified Sidewinder.
That's been done
yeah,
couple
they've done that.
100 different times
They've done
by different
that.
people.
They've done that to Beagle Point. They've done that.
It was one hell of a pilgrimage, though.
There's actually one on the dead ends right now. That's doing it with.
Yeah, me and a friend were wondering if that was even possible. If no mods to the Sidewinder whatsoever, so everything's grade E, and you haven't got a fuel scoop.
Well, no.
Fuel scoop you can't without.
Wait a
fuel
second.
scoop.
Wait a second. No mods means no engineering.
Yeah, no.
You don't
Completely-
go elsewhere
okay.
with a grade E.
Right,
you can't
let
even
me
leave the
rephrase.
system that you start in with the grade E.
Let me just double check on Facebook and see if I've understood them correctly.
Now they have done an Anaconda without a fuel scoop to Colonia before.
Yeah, wasn't that a Litnil? Or
It was
a lot.
at nil.
A Litnil, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
What do you think?
Hey,
Hey.
Hey, I got a quick question on this, on the beta. Is it going to mess up my journal files?
No, they've got a separate thing listed for beta. I tried to upload accidentally a beta journal today manually to EDSM and it wouldn't take it.
I have
your
sold
commander
my
name.
I have sold my Anaconda in beta and I have still in this game, so no.
Yeah, you have to be careful a little bit. If EDMC asks you for a new verification code because it's logged into EDSM, don't verify the code because then it will convert it into the journals and it will upload to EDSM, and that would be weird.
Oh, good to know.
Happened to
Thanks.
me with one journal. I deleted it, but yeah.
I didn't want. Yeah, I didn't know if if the beta was going to create a new temporary journal folder for the journal.
I helped write Eddie, and the beta creates journals with the word beta in the name, so that software can distinguish them.
Actually different.
And the header has beta in the file header as well. So any well-written software should do the right thing these days.
Okay, I've checked it out. Yep, somebody's trying to reach Sag A in an absolute stock Sidewinder. Their jump range is 9.16.
There's gaps where you can't get to a fuelable star. There's belts of
I
brown
was
dwarfs.
wondering if it was going to prove impossible, but
Yeah, there's belts of brown dwarfs. You just can't do it.
I imagine we'll hear about the fuel rat rescue in a few weeks' time then.
The only way you could do that is with dedicated support vessels keeping you fueled, I think.
Now you're talking a stock bought Sidewinder.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah. You can't even
You can't.
the home system hardly there.
Yeah, that's what this person's trying to do.
I don't know who asked me for that guide for the settings.
That was me.
Alright, I posted the guide and a few screenshots as well.
Yeah, I saw them. I was asking you about your monitor setup.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm awake. And if you think the lighting is too much of the galaxy core, because it's a lot of light, as you might see on the screenshots.
Did you see the screenshot just above yours?
Down.
Did you see the screenshot just above yours from showing the view from the Guardian site?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me, so I don't think you need to worry about the light from the galaxy core.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scooping complete.
Is Commander Z in this channel?
I am.
I swear I'm not stalking you and I'm not following you, we just happen to be going to the same place at the same time. I'm currently 100 kilometers off your tail.
Not bad.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Greetings.
Are you guys in a wing together then?
No, just by sheer chance we have to be that close to each other. Needless.
Where are you guys?
We both just
heading
dropped
to
from
Waypoint
Super Cruise.
I'm at the station near Waypoint 11.
I'm just landing on the station.
No, I'm skipping this station.
Sorry, I lost some time because I was on beta. So was a gathering already? It's done.
There's probably still people somewhere in some instance.
Hey, Commander Z, I'm the Anaconda above you.
I'm trying to get down quickly.
It's alright, there's no rush.
Okay. So I can just disable start to Waypoint 12, yeah?
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
Oh, it's not long. It's fast.
I think I made it tomorrow.
If you want to talk about a long way to go, there's a friend of mine, Commander Duct Tape. He, due to work commitments, he's not been able to get on much recently. He's only just left Bullseye.
That's a little
He's got a bit of catching up to do.
That's a couple hours.
Well,
And next point is the Crooks or what?
Yeah, that's the next one. Nukia something AAA.
Can I skip it? I don't like black holes.
There's not gonna be a land. Is there a landing? No, there's no landing on it, right?
I don't know.
Maybe there is.
What's wrong with
Because
I was just saying a landable planet in the system. I didn't know if we're actually doing that.
you know, I am scared of black holes. It's right.
Yeah, there's no landing. We're not going on a planet there, so we're just gonna be in space.
I have to admit, based on my experience, black holes seem to be far less dangerous than neutron stars.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I even dislike red scarves more.
Yeah, I haven't seen designated meeting point at Waypoint 12.
So I set my...
There's a black hole at Waypoint 12. Man.
I repaired my paintwork to 100% before the expedition started, and well, I haven't repaired it since, and now we're down to 37%.
Are you flying without shields?
Usually, yes.
Yeah.
I have shields,
that doesn't matter.
shields, but I only really switch them on when I'm coming in for a landing somewhere.
Your paint goes down as you travel through Super Cruise.
Super Cruise time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all it is. Your shields don't matter.
Another 8 million in exploration data. Whee. This batch will include the first ammonia world
I
I
will
found.
try to go to Waypoint 12. Maybe I can try and make a few, take a few screenshots there.
Should be nice.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. You have to go to the next waypoint unless you want to complete it on EDSM or something. But we're not landing, or I don't know how much of a meetings are just going to be.
I want to complete out at EDSM too.
Yeah, this is some kind of progress on that to do it. Not a big deal.
I disable all but the necessary modules as well, like shield, your fuel inputs, your fuel maintenance things. You don't need those.
In travel mode, the only things I've got enabled are life support sensors, fuel scoop, brain shift, and thrusters.
Yeah, same here.
I don't.
You can save a significant amount of fuel if you are just disabling all the stuff.
Well, if you're scooping every time or every other time, it doesn't really matter that much. It's only if you're actually running low on fuel that you should be starting
It depends
to worry about that.
what kind of scoop you have, though.
Yeah, depends what kind of scoop you have. Okay, I don't have a problem because I have 7A, but
I have 7B and I don't have a problem either. And I have 2 fuel tanks of 64 tons, so yeah.
Wait, a few tanks? You have 3 64-ton tanks?
That cuts down your jump range significantly.
Yeah, that's cutting like 5-6 light years off of you.
Total.
Actually,
like
probably more like
10. And the 1 extra. And it only cuts it for like 2.5 light years or something. So it's not that
it
much.
should cut it a lot more for that.
Yeah, 128 extra is a lot.
Or
No,
32 or something like that.
64 extra.
He has 1 extra.
You have 1 extra, it's 32 extra, so altogether he has 64.
No, I have 64 standard in the Anaconda.
Oh.
And another 64.
And another 64 that I bought.
So, you could get so much more range if you just changed it to a 32 and scooped every other star.
Well,
Most people scoop every
3
star,
jumps.
because it's just faster
Yeah, you
that way.
get 3 jumps for a 32-ton tank. Anaconda. Oh,
Yeah,
4.
I have 32 tons, and that's all.
No, jumps for me.
Each max jump is 8 tons.
Right.
Yeah, well, I can
think the game just
now I
froze.
can do about 20 jumps and then I have to fuel.
Yeah, but you're jumping so much that you're wasting time between the jumps, cooling down your FSD, doing all this other stuff, and so your range is much less. So you actually make it more efficient if you have a lower fuel load and increase your jump range, and then you don't have to jump as much also.
Yeah, I was kind of split between taking the standard 64-ton tank and this type 10, or taking the 32-ton, replacing the
I like
32-ton.
having a lot of fuel with me.
Question. Doesn't the Conda pack a 32-ton tank, not a 64?
I thought it was 64.
64, yeah.
Yeah, 64, but I changed down to 32 and that's all. And the 7 fuel scoop is quite enough, and I scooping all the stars. So it's.
I'm looking at Coriolis right now, and according to Coriolis, the biggest fuel tank an Anaconda can fit is 32 tons.
Really? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah. That's a 5-seat fuel tank.
All of my exploration builds, they jump 2.5 or up to 3 jumps per tank. So,
right. Yeah, three is a pretty standard thing when you have any tank of any ship. Like I did the Diamondback, I halved it. It was that. It was 3 jumps.
I can do so many jumps with my fuel.
Yeah, but you know, when I do a neutron charge, neutron boost, I get a 250 light year jump out of that.
Right.
Nice.
So I mean, if you're going long range, if you're going all the way across the galaxy, which
if you have a real crappy jump range, then it's good to have a lot of fuel. If you have a real crappy jump range,
I have
but otherwise
33 light years of jump range.
That's fine. That's good enough to have your tank if you wanted to.
I mean, it should. My rule is it shouldn't go under 30. Basically.
I'm pretty sure I did that on the cutter, even full load, 700 tons. I took a half tank.
It's you should have been getting like 31 or something like that with a full load, right?
26 is what it
26?
turned out to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just got promoted to Pioneer, guys.
Congratulations.
You know, I wish we could have a soft halving of the tank where it was a big full tank, but you could tell the route plotter that you only had half full. Just like you can with cargo the other way.
I almost caught all of that.
I'll try again. You know, you can tell the route plotter you've got cargo, even if you haven't, and it will reduce your jump.
To lower your range.
Do it the other way, and say, okay, I'm only going to fill my tank half full.
Unfortunately, the plotter figures up on your max fuel load. So you can never get better than max fuel load jump, unless you can plot it, unless you do it yourself.
So I've grabbed a Guardian Ancient Tablet whilst I was at the meeting site, and I've still got it in my cargo hold. I can apparently sell it for 5,000 credits. Is it worth selling, or just hold on to it for something, or what?
I thought you give it to Ramtaw or something. No, Data's only Ramtaw, right?
No, keep the only important is the orb.
Don't take it to a Thargoid place. They'll get pissed off.
The orb is very important, because in the next waypoint, when we have a planetary landing, we can make an SRV football.
You can do what?
Very nice.
SRV football.
Right. No, I've got I've got a tablet. I'll hold on to it for now.
Yeah. Do not, in any way, attempt to go near a Thargoid when you're having Guardian stuff in your hold.
Yeah, I know they get even more angry than normal.
Yes.
You are dead at that moment.
Yeah.
Well, they get snippy. They got snippy when I was just running my unarmed search and rescue ship and grabbing escape pods, and and I was getting into arguments with people on Facebook. All I was doing was rescuing survivors, and people were going, "Oh, but the Thargoids aren't hostile." Dude, he opened fire on me when I rescued someone who was in an escape pod.
Yeah, because they want your escape pods to probe the humans inside.
Nobody knows.
It's
Nobody
not.
knows.
How is that not hostile?
What, probing
taking people?
It is taking plants off the ground hostile.
Yes.
Maybe to the plants, but for us, it's just eating, right?
Yeah, but the trouble is with the expedition, when you rescue people from the Thargoids, we're in the position of the plants.
Yes, that's correct.
So that's bad.
So, although I have been avoiding combat with Thargoids because I don't want to provoke a war if I can avoid it, I do have a kitted out, ready to go anti-Thargoid Python. So
you know what it might be is that they're just taking us in for study and trying to get a way to communicate with us better.
I think they're just trying to unlock
a better way to do that.
Just like
That's not
Aegis is
consistent with
killing
opening
them
fire on
for,
rescue vessels. Sorry, no, that doesn't fly.
Yeah. These people are going, oh, well, they're aliens, we don't know how they think. Yes, But
it's actually probably true.
Yeah, but point is, I don't know how they think. I can't get inside their head. All I can see is what they're doing, and what they do is fire on my search and rescue bird when I'm trying to save lives. I stay away from them. I don't provoke them. I don't even scan them. I stay as far away as I can, and I zip in, scoop a rescue escape pod, and then I have to run like hell with a swarm of angry drones after me.
These
these escape pods. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ablative.
I was just saying, these are the peaceful Thargoid species too. We haven't seen the hostile ones.
Yeah, and these escape pods, do they kind of look like ant eggs for you? To you? I mean, maybe it's out of love that they're trying to protect those things.
You're talking about the Thargoid sensors, not the escape pod, not our escape pods.
Well, I don't really care about them either way, one way or the other, but yeah.
Anyhow, can I get that ring beacon, please? It's Kaivata, Commander Kaivata.
I've got exactly 60 jumps to the next waypoint. That's not bad.
Kaivata, you're vertical blank now?
Vertical blank on the forums, Kaivata in game.
Raj.
I've got 86 jumps, but I just found an ammonia world, so this is number 4.
Right. I've found one so far, but I've got a fair few water worlds, and I've lost count of how many high metal contents.
I just want
I've had quite a fun encounter with the Thargoids once.
How have I not found
a Type 6. Oops, almost booped the star. There was a threat 6 level on the obelisk ones. No? Yeah, obelisk are the new ones, right? Anyway, I was near the Oracle, and there's like a big cargo ship, and someone got their small ship stuck in the hull of the large ship because he tried to fly into the mega ship, which was broken, and then he got stuck in between the wings. So I tried to get him out, but my Anaconda was too big, so I got someone else with a small ship, and he got stuck as well. And then a Thargoid came into that instance, and one of those guys was having a one of those what do you call it, where humans are inside of one of those probes thing. Anyway, Thargoid escape pod, yeah, and he was still having one, but he was stuck inside the hull of a megaship, so the Thargoid was continuously flying around the megaship because it couldn't hit the one, but it was mad, and there were like the Targons were flying everywhere, but he couldn't get to the guy because he was stuck in the hull of a megaship. So
I've had one encounter with Thargoids that I wouldn't call it hostile necessarily, but it was deep. It was kind of spooky. I was flying my unarmed Asp Explorer. I was just on my way somewhere, flying my little personal runabout Asp, and I got hyperdicted. I actually managed to scramble and get this on video, but I got hyperdicted, and when I dropped to normal space, I boosted away as fast as I could to try and avoid the shutdown pulse, but wasn't quick enough. So I'm drifting there helpless, and I look out my canopy, I look up, and there's 3 Thargoids. 3, and I'm going, oh god, and one of them just jumped straight out. I saw it open a portal or whatever it is they do. It just jumped out and it left the area. The other 2 flew up to me, hovered in front of my cockpit, say 400 or 500 meters away. They look pretty big, and didn't do anything.
They didn't. Don't they in real life?
Oh, they look amazing. They didn't scan me. They didn't emit a signal at me or anything. They just sat there, and I'm in my cockpit, crapping myself, wondering what's going to happen next.
What do
waiting
I do?
For the thing.
What do I do?
Yeah, exactly. Waiting for the ship to come back online, and it did, and I very slowly back away from them, and they just followed me. They maintained a mutual separation. So I tried going sideways to get round them, and they followed me to maintain the position.
They do that sometimes.
Yes, they do. I don't know what it's about. And I've got about a 10-minute video of me trying various different things, like including things like flashing my lights at them and firing my discovery scanner, just to try and elicit some kind of response from them.
So that's either a glitch or it's they're waiting for something that you may or may not have
do. Yeah.
Drop,
and and all I could get them to do was just hover in front of me. And at one point, when I tried boosting between them,
they were as scared of you as you were of them. Like,
why did they follow me then?
They were sitting there just saying to each other telepathically, "What the fuck is that guy doing? What is that? Can we touch it?
What does he want? Why won't he leave us alone?"
Yeah, why?
That rings bells though.
Say hello.
I remember something from the lore of one of the old games of Thargoids would hyperdict people and just sit and watch them.
Yeah. Eventually, I basically went full power to engines, boosted between them, just about managed to get between them without hitting either of them. Went flight assist off to line up on my jump coordinate. Oh, that's a neutron star. Hang on, put the brakes on. Went flight assist off to line up on my jump coordinate, and so I'm travelling sideways at 300-400 meters per second because I've got flight assist off. And these pair of bloody Thargoids just happily manoeuvred straight back in front of me. At that speed, flying sideways, but manoeuvring, not flight assist off. They are scary manoeuvrable.
Yeah, they are.
Hyperdicted by the Thargoid display team.
I think I did, yeah, the Thargoid, formation flying team.
Yeah, but have you seen the new scouts then?
I'm not in the beta, I'm staying out of the beta, but I know of them.
Alright, well, I've seen a video of one of the scouts. The scouts are terrifying. They spawn with 6 to 8 of them, and they are many more times maneuverable than any of the other Thargoids. They try to always stay behind you, out of your sight.
From what I heard though, those things are vulnerable to standard weaponry.
Yes, but I don't know, they're scary.
They are, and I shot down a few of them.
But don't they have like pea shooters? They can't really hurt you that bad, right?
Well, with 6 or 8
they
of them,
can.
They can?
Yeah, with 8 of them, they're going to chip away at you, aren't they?
Yeah, they can. They have a very strong weapon, and they are very nimble. But you can take them down with normal weapons.
I've seen a video of obsidian ants dogfighting one of those things in a chieftain.
Yeah, I saw that.
Beta is interesting.
I just can't do my keybinds in it for some reason.
Well, I have to go to interstellar factor or faction or they call it factors. Why? I don't know. Anyway, I have to go to an interstellar factor because I accidentally shot a Federation ship.
I can tell you why factoring is an old English term for when you sell a debt to somebody else and they collect it for you.
Ah, alright.
It's kind of business jargon, it's not used in normal language.
Yeah, I was thinking, did they misspell faction or something? But yeah.
It's called factoring a debt. I know this because I used to be an accountant. So you sell a debt to somebody else, you say the debt has been factored.
Alright. So I have to go find that.
Fuel scooping complete.
And I do like the
Good night, guys.
Galnet audio.
Good night.
Oh,
Good night.
Galnet audio looks amazing.
It does, but it doesn't. I mean, after 10 minutes or 5 minutes, she read all the things already.
I think you'll see there'll be far more stories start turning up now. They'll start using Galnet audio to advance the narrative because it suddenly becomes more accessible for players who don't have to stop flying in order to read the news.
It used to
Yeah,
be like
and
that
not only
before
that, I
fucking
think
power
they're
plays
going to
now.
have some things that have come out on the fly that would be able to be read as well.
Yeah, you could do things
they're
like,
talking about
this
that.
is a distress call from the megaship so-and-so, and, any commanders in our vicinity.
Yeah, you
like
could
in
like,
Original Pilot.
you know how some car radios in Europe, in the Netherlands at least, they actually turn on when there's the traffic news. So you can. That's an option in your car radio sometimes.
Yeah, the RDS system.
Yeah.
I really want the megaship so-and-so now.
There's a missile about to hit Hawaii.
Yeah, something like that. No, but you know,
Talking
I
of
would
that missile
that
thing.
audio.
I read a hilarious article on Facebook the other day to do with that missile thing.
Just text message it.
You know what happened? One thing.
I saw what they're doing on the computer. It's hilarious. It's like an old HTML link.
I have
No, there's
like behind the screens of that stupid mistake.
The article I'm referring to, though, is somebody was digging through the website, the visitor analytics for Pornhub, and they looked up the time period when the missile attack occurred, right? And it's like, before the missile attack, the number of concurrent visitors to the website and to Pornhub are basically about what you'd expect, apparently, for that time of day, and so on. And then it all drops right off when the missile alert went out, because everyone's panicking and hiding in basements. And then about 10 minutes later, the all clear gets sounded. They all know they're not going to die, and the website traffic to Pornhub suddenly quadruples. It goes up to apparently about twice to 3 times the amount of traffic they would expect for that time of day. So it seems like, what would you do if it was the end of the world? Well, if you're in Hawaii and you get a missile alert, apparently what you do is go to Pornhub.
Well, first you go to your basement, then you go to Pornhub.
A Hawaiian adrenaline-filled fueled wank. That should be
stress relief there.
Why don't they just have a tablet or something?
Yeah, take it down to the basement with them.
It should be the name of a cocktail. Hawaiian disaster wank.
So 6, would you actually drink that?
Yes.
Okay.
It needs to be milky white, though.
Yeah.
Just a white Russian with a slice of pineapple on it.
Should be pineapple and Baileys or something.
Those just don't sound good together.
No, they don't they? You might be surprised, though. I've drank like a Bloody Mary once, or took a sip of it. God, that's awful.
Hey guys, can I get a mic check?
Works.
Yeah, there you go. That's the official. Yes.
The official
I've been having problems with it.
Suddenly you're wishing you hadn't asked for the help, aren't you?
I'm getting kind of used to that now. I think I've heard that every day I've been on here.
For some reason that reminds me of Star Wars. I don't know why. Is there something that sounds like that in Star Wars?
Probably Chewbacca.
Actually, it sounds like Twiggy from Buck.
A pod racer.
Oh yeah, it is. It's Twiggy. I forgot about Twiggy.
The worst open mic thing I've encountered whilst playing multiplayer games was, you guys know PlanetSide 2?
Nope.
Okay, basically, for those who don't know it, in brief, massively multiplayer, first-person, team-based shooter, where you get like hundreds of people per side fighting over a persistent map. And my squad on PlanetSide, we were about to storm an enemy-held strong point. It was in a biolab, for those who know PlanetSide. And we've all stacked up, we're all about to go in, and we go charging around the corner towards the doorway that we picked for our breach point. And the guy in the lead suddenly yells, "Odin!" over open mic, so everyone hears him. And that triggers the rest of us off, and we all start yelling battle cries. And then at the end of it, you just hear this one guy, who will remain nameless to spare his blushes, but I can tell you now he works for the BBC. You just hear him suddenly going, "Oh, well, he looks lovely in taffeta." As we burst through this doorway and start murdering everybody inside.
It's clearly Julian Clary.
I think he wishes he was Julian Clary, to be honest with you.
Hey, can the robot voice guy go, "Biddy, biddy, biddy, holy fuck, Buck"?
I cannot.
Why not?
Because the impersonation will be awful.
Are you still pretending that you're not James May as well?
That is correct. I am not James May.
Are you sure about that?
pretty certain.
You should fix that.
If you're not James May, then it isn't correct because you're not pretending not to be James May. You're just not James May.
Yes, exactly.
Got you there, I think.
I would like to be James May with the cars he gets to play with and the amount of money he earns.
Ah, nice, wouldn't it?
Fuel scooping complete.
Wasn't he complaining after whatever it's called, Top Gear was done because of the whole thing, the controversy? And they went ahead and canceled it or whatever. They changed it to the new host. Wasn't he complaining that he had to sell one of his Ferraris or something?
Yeah, it was a joke probably, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. You know, he only has his 3 other Ferraris and a Lambo and whatever.
Given the amount of money they
And
have
his
got out of Amazon.
Dacia Duster, of course.
Of course. The guy who got the most money was Clarkson because he created the format, so he sold all the rights to that format to other countries. He's coined it in compared to the other 2.
Yeah, he earns like twice as much. I think he earns half the money that gets earned, and then the rest of the team gets the rest or something.
I'll admit that towards the end, I didn't really watch that show that much.
Nah,
like,
It got awfully samey.
The only time I used to watch it
like
is when they went somewhere cool, like Vietnam or something, you know, when they went on a long road trip. I used to
the specials,
The specials were the best ever.
The early years of that show were really good.
Was it Argentina? That was pretty hairy.
Yeah, the 2 things that blew me away the best was I really liked the Space Shuttle Robin Reliant. That absolutely amazed me.
Yeah.
So
That was funny.
as well.
You know
That was
what
pretty
the
funny.
budget was?
That was like a live-action episode of
destroy the
Kerber's
highlights.
Space Program, wasn't it? You know.
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah.
That was probably my favorite, or the one where they go into, was it Antarctica that they crossed, or the North Pole? I can't remember.
drove
In a truck in a Toyota. They drove to the North Pole. That was amazing.
I heard that the budget for that Robin Reliant shuttle thing was about 8 million or something. It was...
Oh, whatever it was. I mean, I thought it was going to sort of fizz and pop and fall over, and it properly went up.
It
and,
very nearly worked. If it wasn't for that single lug nut that got stuck, it would have separated.
Yeah, it was... I mean, even failure as it was, I was still properly impressed with that. That was good TV.
I mean, for half an hour or 20 minutes joke, movie, film thing, so much effort and money went into that.
Maybe we should convince Elon Musk that he needs to send one of those things up into space.
What, instead of a Tesla?
Should send Robin Reliance into space, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to weigh less than a Tesla, surely.
Oh,
and
by a
it'll baffle
lot.
the shit out of the aliens when they find it.
600 kilos tops?
3 weeks.
My girlfriend is here just saying, well, even in space, Robin Reliance would probably still tip over.
Yeah, it's a good point.
0G, no problem. Robin Reliance will skip over. Yeah. Well, I like the new Grand Tour. I'm enjoying it.
The Grand Tour, aka we're not allowed to call it Top Gear or the BBC Sues.
Yeah.
Basically, just exactly, they took the Top Gear specials, the one that everyone loved, and did an entire series of that, didn't they?
Sort of. But I like the new format though of those 3 guys.
I mean, it's mostly good. I still don't think they should have kept the celebrity stuff.
I
Yeah,
don't really
getting
like
Chris
the
Evans on
celebrity
was a bad
part, but it's okay. I like that they are going off-road with a blue Jaguar though.
I'm getting closer to elite. I'm at 78% Pioneer now.
Keep moving
Nice.
forward.
I've got Trade Elite, and I'm hoping to get Exploration Elite pretty soon.
I always thought exploration would have been the first one I hit elite with, but Smeaton runs put pace.
Yeah, Smeaton. That's exactly how I did it.
Yep.
Robago got me trade elite first.
Oh Christ, yeah, that would have been...
I was kind of most of the way there. I just had the final rank of trade elite needed doing, and then I discovered the speed run and thought I can do this really, really quickly.
No, I did. Oh God, how many ranks did I climb in like a week? I must have gone through at least 2.5 Pilot Federation ranks in trade doing that.
I'm rank 37 Pioneer and I haven't docked in 4 or 3 waypoints. So... this is gonna be good the next time I dock.
Yeah, I might have a fuel problem on my hands if I don't find a suitable star soon.
You can constrain your path by main sequence.
Oh, yeah. I will if I don't hit something on the next jump. But it's just the last 3 jumps have been one neutron star after another.
I usually just reroute for one thing.
Will. It's not going to be a problem, this just means I'll actually have to stop and replot a route.
No, you don't need to. Just hop into your galaxy map, deselect everything apart from main sequence stars, hit the apply filter to route, and it will automatically replot. Then you just hop along to the next star, and then you hop back into the galaxy map, re-enable everything else.
Yeah,
and it will keep
you actually don't
plotting.
lose that much by doing only fuelable stars. You only miss like maybe 2 to 3 jumps on the entire route, depending on
I usually don't even miss one jump or add.
Well, these long
Same
ones,
here. I mean, protostars
3,500.
never pay well.
Panic
anyway.
over.
So screw
Turns
them,
out-
basically.
Turns out the neutron star I was just scooping to boost, I finally remembered to honk my discovery scanner, and there's another star that looks like it's going to be scoopable, 30,000 light seconds.
There you go.
Oh, that's very handy.
Those are the best combinations right there.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you just
I've
jump
boosted
to
the
the
FSD.
closest star, it'd be faster. If you just jump to the closest fuelable
Yeah, but I've
star.
overcharged my FSD now, so I'm not going to waste that. I'm not going to waste 188 light year jump.
I've never actually successfully plotted a boosted jump before.
I think I'm going to make this
have a couple
boosted
of
jump and
times,
then going to
but
make
I
myself some
prefer not
cheese
to
on
use
toast.
What?
Have you considered the benefits that toast under cheese might offer you?
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
If
I
I may
recommend
suggest
it.
something quite bizarre, have you ever tried a toast sandwich?
You mean a
Is
toast
that a
That would be
slice of
3
toast
pieces of
between
bread
two
on
slices
the
of
bread.
toast, or-
It is quite literally a slice of toast in between 2 slices of bread, lightly buttered and seasoned to taste. It is surprisingly tasty.
I can't see that catching on.
Does it have that stuff on it? Whatever they call it, Vegemite or whatever?
Oh god.
Just
no.
butter
Only
or
if you put it
margarine
on
or
there.
whatever, and a bit of salt and black pepper to taste. It is surprisingly nice.
What
I
is it
tried
called?
it for a giggle because I read about it on the news, and I was like, actually, yeah, this is pretty good.
Maybe you should try making one of those and then putting it in a toasted sandwich maker, and then you could have a toasted sandwich, toast sandwich.
Toast sandwich.
A toasted toast sandwich.
Toasted sandwich.
Have we just
Yeah.
discovered the inception of sandwiches?
A toasted toast sandwich toasty.
Yes.
Yes,
and
the
then- and
sandwich within the sandwich.
then- and then you should grill it slightly with cheese.
Yeah. So okay. So you make some cheese on toast. You put that between 2 slices of bread. Stick that in the Breville. Fetch it out. 2 more slices of bread. Chuck it under the grill. How far can we take this?
Dip it in chocolate.
I don't know, but we should get the hydraulic
Epic meal time will be able to do something with that, I reckon.
Then put it in the oven and then smoke it for a bit.
So you're either going to invent the most amazing sandwich ever, or your kitchen's going to catch fire. There'll be no middle ground, will there?
Did anybody see? I've never tried this, and it sounds revolting to me. But I was watching a Scorpius stream the other day on the Enigma stream, and he said somebody had told him about getting a Bombay Bad Boy pot noodle and putting in the really hot Monster Munch and like mixing it in. Apparently, that's supposed to be amazing.
Jesus Christ, you would have no innards remaining.
Monster Munch
no
is
idea what you're talking
amazing.
about.
Just because pickled onion Monster Munch is the most readily available source of concentrated monosodium glutamate I know of. So if you ever want to
Chinese food.
Oh no, I think pickled onion Monster Munch has got the stuff beat.
Isn't the Big Mac sauce you get from McDonald's, isn't that full of MSG?
Pretty much everything's full of MSG because the stuff's chemically addictive.
Your body's full of MSG. It's an amino acid. Every protein in your body has it.
Muzg.
I heard it's like doesn't really have a taste of its own, but it's just like a electric shock to your taste buds. It just sort of like stimulates them and just makes them go crazy.
Yeah, that's why Pringles are so Moorish.
Oh Christ! Yeah, Pringles are brutal.
Does anyone follow Big Clive?
No.
He is an electronics YouTuber who occasionally makes incredibly trashy food. I will drop one in the Enigma channel. It is Scottish pudding made from effectively bourbon biscuits, milk, and a microwave.
Sounds good.
Sounds like there's a channel called Epic Mealtime where they do that. They'll make like a 35,000 calorie meal of some sort and then wrap the whole thing in bacon and then,
Bacon things are another level. The most food I've eaten in a single sitting before I worked out was 11,000 calories.
Holy I couldn't even tell you the calorie count, but I can tell you the story as to how I got hold of the food. Me and a friend went to Domino's Pizza one night, and we were like, I ordered the pizza, we're sat there waiting. This guy comes in, collects like a 4 pizza order, and leaves. He'd obviously, phoned ahead. He's back 5 minutes later, I'm still waiting. He says, look, you've got my order wrong. They said, oh, very sorry, sir, keep those pizzas as an apology, and we're going to make you your correct order now. I don't want these ones, though, I want my correct order. And he was protesting about them giving him 4 pizzas, 2 large, 2 medium, for free.
How dare they?
Yeah, I know, right? And eventually they persuaded him to have these damn pizzas, but you could see, and they're going to make his proper ones as well. You could see he wasn't happy about it, and he sits down on the bench next to me, and I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll try it. So I nudged him, I said, if you don't want them, I'll have them. And he looked at me and he said, meet me outside when my order arrives. I said, yeah, okay. So I got our order, which was a large pizza that was going to be split between 2 people. And then I met this guy outside, got another 2 large and 2 medium pizzas. Me, my friend and my housemate ate the whole lot between us and nearly died.
Nice. No, I can scarf down 2 large Dominoes without a problem if I put my mind to it. But the worst I have ever done, and I will never do again because it was so painful. I went to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Right.
Yep.
Determined to get your money's worth.
Yes, I had 5 full-sized mains and 3 desserts.
Was it called Golden Corral?
Nope. It was a place in Worcester, near from where I'm from, and I couldn't move for the next 2 days because I bruised my stomach.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Me and a couple of friends who are in the army, so they eat big because they don't know when they're going to get the next meal, so they always eat big. Our finest hours, I don't think we ate as much as you did, but our finest hour was actually getting thrown out of an all-you-can-eat.
What did you do to get thrown out, Ben?
Took the piss.
Good.
No more food for
you. I can't eat that much.
It's like, come on, lads, you've been here 3 hours now. We need to close.
I've been to a all-you-can-eat in Tokyo, Japan, and they do a all-you-can-eat for 3,000 yen, or all-you-can-eat plus all-you-can-drink for 5,000. So I went for that, and Japanese don't seem to drink a lot because I did at least 7,000 yen in drinks alone, plus everything I ate up. Well, my money's worth.
Scaring them, were you?
Well, I don't know if it's some sort of genetic thing, but generally they can't process alcohol as well as Westerners. Some Japanese can't process it at all, so they can't drink at all. So yeah, I can drink a lot over there. Over here, I'm no big fish, but
There's even a disease over there where if they eat sugar or some kinds of fruit, they actually make alcohol in their stomach and get drunk off of it.
I've heard of that.
Nice.
yeah, that happens with the Australian things that eat the eucalyptus. Koalas. They fall out of trees sometimes because the stuff ferments in their stomach. And
is that why they always look so stoned?
I freaking hate koalas.
The eucalyptus has got almost no nutritional value, so it has to sit in their stomach for ages to digest, and it ferments, and yeah, they basically get pissed and sometimes they fall out of the tree.
Thank you, quite genuinely, thank you. You've just given me another reason to hate koalas. It's an animal. It's an animal that deserves to.
That can get drunk without actually trying, right?
It's an animal that deserves to be
really evolved piss head.
Apart from the fact that like most of them have got chlamydia, this is an animal, right, where rather than propagate their own species, like the male koala will chase a female because he wants to get his end away. The female will run up a tree until she ends up on some perch on some incredibly thin little branch, dozens of meters up in the air, and she's cornered by the male. She's then got two choices. She can either submit and basically get raped by the male, who has, according to my girlfriend, she just told me apparently has a barbed penis. I don't know how she knows that. Or her alternative option is, and they apparently choose this option more than 50% of the time, is commit suicide. They just jump to their deaths.
Really?
And people wonder why this animal. People wonder why this animal is on the endangered species list. It's because it literally would rather kill itself than continue existing.
So you said most of them have got chlamydia. Does that mean that chlamydia is specifically a koala thing? Because then how do humans catch it?
It kind of makes you wonder how they got it or how we got it. One of the two, right?
It's lonely in the bush.
Depends which bush.
Well, didn't I read someplace that a koala sleeps like 20 some hours a day?
That's because he's so drunk.
Most of their energy goes into just digesting, because the eucalyptus is just like virtually devoid of nutrition. Yeah.
That's like pandas, isn't it? They just munch
They're
on.
another one. They're another one that's asking to be extinct.
Munch on bamboo all day, and bamboo is rubbish.
It's not just bamboo though. It's a case of they will only eat specific shoots off one specific kind of bamboo, and they can be in a forest surrounded by bamboo, but unless it is a particular looking kind of shoot on a particular kind of bamboo tree, they'll just sit there and starve. And they seem to specifically go for the kind of bamboo that even by bamboo standards is really low in nutrition.
Well, that's rather picky.
So cuts down on competition, I suppose.
In captivity, they won't.
Yeah, because
eat
all the
anything
competition starve to death.
No, I meant from other creatures than pandas.
I know you did.
Yeah, you can have that, mate.
I know you did, but you've got me on my I hate stupid animals soapbox right now. And if there's two species that seem to be asking for their own extinction, it's the koala and the panda.
Douglas Adams gave a wonderful talk about the kakapo and how their approach to problems was to reproduce more slowly, which didn't do them any favours at all.
Yeah, that's
you guys have fun. I got to go, so.
See you again.
Good night.
Have a pleasant
Okay,
evening.
goodbye.
I hope you crash.
Rude, are you there?
Well, 6. I've already closed.
Yes,
the
I
game,
am.
So it's quite hard to crash. I'm sorry. Exactly. Well, have a good time.
Rude, when are you leaving with your Ram Odin character?
I was gonna kind of wait for a little bit. I'm flying Rudeman now. I'm about halfway there.
Alright,
I was gonna
figured
wait
that's
till
what
at least
you were
I'm
doing.
there.
Yeah, I'm probably
Yeah.
going to leave in a sec. I might go over to that detour though. Has anybody been there? Is it worth it?
What detour?
On
In
the
the,
thread, he recommends a detour to assist him with black holes and ringed M-class star and
Actually,
stuff like that.
has a lot of cool stuff in it. Yeah. If you've never been there, it's a good place to go look.
Where is
Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, I might go make myself a drink and then head on over there. Be right back.
I'm already 70 jumps away from Waypoint 12, so...
Crikey, you're not hanging around, are you?
No. I mean, that's what I said. 33 light years is good enough for me.
I have 90 jumps remaining.
Wow, that's a lot.
60, yeah.
Oh, that looks like an Earth-like.
Ooh, that detour's 755 light years from where I am.
So you got my name on
I'll just bookmark it for later.
Oh, it's a water world.
I am 8,500 light years from Colonia and 13,500 light years from Seoul.
From Seoul?
That's cool.
Yeah, that detour that Kilo was talking about, I think I'm going to check that out on the route back, on the trip back home.
You know, most of the people are actually going down a corridor where I have Earthlikes on both sides of that corridor, pretty much all the way to Colonia.
Well, every time we hit a waypoint, I kind of then, when I leave, I go kind of 1,000 light years in a random direction off to one side, or above or below, and then start heading for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not going quite that far. I think I'm going about like 5 jumps down. So what's that? 250-ish?
Commanders.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Commander. We hope you find this company pleasant.
Tonight's Discord channel is narrated by completely not James May.
Oh,
yes. Indeed.
Brought to you by the letter M.
And he's not Dave.
My name is not Dave. Neither is it James.
It may not be James.
I see what you did there.
Well, the thing is, Donald J. Trump's going to be narrating this channel from now on, so you can scoot on aside.
Oh,
China.
Not even close.
No, not close.
Nope.
Shut up. Okay. My quality issues. Okay. Sounds better in real life.
Yeah,
It sounds like a retard. So in that light, yes.
It was enough that I threw up a little in my mouth.
You should fix that.
Could be bad. It really depends on what you were eating to begin with to throw up.
My name is John.
I think probably the least unpleasant thing to revisit after consumption is anything containing cinnamon. Because the flavour of the cinnamon just overpowers everything.
Well, surely consumption. I was thinking the old disease they called consumption, which is TB, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
first thing I
surely
thought of,
by
like,
that theory, the cinnamon would overwhelm it. Surely you could pull the same trick with enough garlic.
You could, but garlic is disgusting.
So yeah, what checkpoint are you guys on?
Garlic is not disgusting.
Past 11.
But on its own, garlic is vile.
No.
Okay, how many waypoints are there?
Maybe some
16.
16.
You know, I'll probably meet you guys up at 14 or 15.
How far behind are you?
At Deciate.
You
that's an
better stars. Are you going to hit every waypoint?
No.
I reckon you should.
Well, if you don't, you could actually be here in 8-10 hours if you go.
If you could speed run it, you could do it quite quickly.
Depends on your jump range, but if it's over 45 or so,
I have 43.13 light.
43. Yeah, you could make it in about 8 hours.
I mean, I've been taking my time up till now, but I've been on holiday for the past 2 weeks, but going back to work next week, so then I'll have to start moving faster when I am on, just simply because I won't have as much time to do it in.
I've been working the entirety of this week and hopping on every night to do some movement, and it's not been too terrible.
Small chunks.
Well, what I've been doing is I've basically stopped in every single system I've been through and scanned anything interesting looking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I might have to cut back on that a bit.
I've done mostly the same. The mega easily accessible terraformables, you know, like within 500 light seconds, and anything that's remotely water world, like Colonia world.
That's a water world.
I will go out of my way for. I think I was in Super Cruise for 480,000 light seconds last night for one.
Oh, you did a hut and run.
Not quite.
No, a mini Smeaton, I think you could call that.
Okay, something weird just happened to me. I have my next jump at 7.86 light years. Why?
It may be the second to the last jump.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I have like 60-something jumps left.
In that case, then it's simply the fastest way.
Or
How?
it may be that
I'm 36 point something.
It may be
You
all
might
of
be
the
routing through a
jumps.
neutron star or something.
No.
It may
there's
be that
nothing
all
like
your
that.
jumps are going through things that you can't scoop and that you have scoopable stars selected.
No, I always put mine on rate
that's
all
about
stars.
all the options there. One of those
I'm
is
gonna look at the
probably
map and see if I'm somehow in a weird place where everything is like 60 light years away and this is the only thing close. I doubt it.
I reckon it's.
I think it's going to be a neutron star.
I reckon it's probably going to be that it's
an M
simply
class.
the quickest way to get to the next couple of jumps through the routing algorithm.
Yeah, it's something to do with the algorithm. There's a 15 light years away. There's a K star. There's tons of stars everywhere. I don't understand this. This makes no sense.
Wait, why should I go to every single waypoint?
Only if you want to complete the EDSM route.
Oh, I don't even have an account for it, so there's no point.
Okay, then don't bother.
I have been to every single waypoint, and EDSM's not registered a couple of them, which is really frustrating. It says I haven't been there.
I import my logs, so I ensure that our system I visited is there.
Yes, you can upload your logs. If the actual log files themselves, that might help. Maybe.
Oh, okay. So I'm using ED Market Connector, so they should go up automatically.
Same. But obviously something dirty somewhere.
Yeah.
I use a more simple one, the G916 companion.
I use ED Discovery, G19 companion, and EDMC. If something doesn't get uploaded here, I don't know what happened. One is a nice overlay for over my game. The other one is controls the light of my keyboard, and the other one is actually a separate screen right next to me that shows me all the information.
I don't keep any overlay. I use hiding and keep shifting window when I need.
Yeah, I don't have an overlay, I just tab.
Yeah, alright, I am going to finish this jump and then I'm going to make myself some cheese on toast. So this is it for me for tonight.
And put Marmite on it. Is that what it's called? Marmite?
No,
I can't stand Marmite.
Marmite is terrible. Why would anyone do that to themselves?
What is it?
It is...
death-based. It's beer waste.
It's basically the sort of waste yeast stuff from brewing.
Yep.
That is... It's incredibly good for you, rammed with vitamins and other things like that. But it's pretty minging. Some people, they just can't get enough of the stuff. Others, it's like an anathema to them. I am one of the latter.
Same here. They actually even did an advertising campaign highlighting the fact that roughly 50% of the population hate it with a passion. Didn't they?
Yes, I remember that from a few years ago.
It's also entered common parlance as something you can either love or hate, can be described as being a bit Marmitey.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no middle ground.
So yeah, okay, I'm beginning my journey to Waypoint 13, I think it is.
12 is where we're heading next.
Oh, by
Right,
the time
I'm
signing off
there.
guys there.
I'm signing off for the night, guys. Fly safe, and I'll see you at some point.
Good night, Gar.
Fly safe.
Good night. For me, it's 5:05 in the
Take care.
afternoon, so I have plenty of time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So how many of you played the beta?
I have.
I
was
didn't bother with the beta.
I mean, I think the beta was pretty good.
I poked my head in to see the new planets, but I haven't really done anything. They look really good.
Yeah, I played a little bit yesterday. I kind of used the betas to test out any ships that I haven't got yet, or any new ships. So I went in and bought the Type 10 and the Chieftain just to see what was going on there.
So, did you like the Type 10?
I've got mixed feelings about it. But I think I didn't mind it. I like the way it flies and looks and sounds, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just trying to figure out what I would use it for.
Well,
I mean, it's built for Thargoid fighting.
Supposedly, but I don't think I would use it for that.
It is the ultimate hull tank.
It is a lot. It was a lot better than the Type 9 as far as being able to survive stuff. But now that the Type 9's got a possibility of going up an 8 slot.
Yeah,
in
they're
cargo,
adding
that's going to be.
Adding another Class 8 slot to Type 9. That's 256
each
cargo, tons of cargo you can haul.
Wait a second. 7 is a 256. So
yeah, on the downside, the already awful range of the thing will be further crippled if they don't balance the FSD or something somehow.
Well, yeah. If you get a good roll on your FSD, you can still get a pretty decent hauler, and something with that much that you can haul that much stuff with. I don't know. That's pretty impressive.
I used a Type 9 for a bit when I was doing some power play preparation a few weeks ago. It's not the worst ship I've flown, but it was awful in every measure. And it shifted things quickly, but that was only because it could shift a lot of things. I would get very, very bored of flying.
It's kind of like Euro Trucker or something like that, right?
Oh God, I'd rather play Euro Trucker. It was.
Yeah, the T6 is considered the UPS truck. And all that. I mean, T7, that's a garbage truck, and then the T9 was like a cargo jet.
Combat cow.
Yes. If they do come in with this extra this extra plus 8 slot, it will actually again be better than the Beluga for hauling cargo. Because the Beluga
it'll be able to haul more than the cutter and still have shields. So that's actually
you can get 750 in a shielded cutter if you have a good secondary roll on Class 5 shields.